Hello there, my dear friend. I am so very glad you have found your way to this quiet place tonight. Have you ever looked upon a scar and wished it would disappear? Have you ever held the broken pieces of your heart in your hands and wished you could turn back time to the moment before the fall? We live in a world that worships perfection. A world that tells us to hide our cracks, to cover our blemishes, to pretend we are whole, even when we feel shattered into 1,000 pieces. But what if I told you that this is not the only way? What if I told you that your broken pieces are not a source of shame, but a testament to your journey? What if I told you that your deepest wounds, your most painful cracks, could become the most beautiful, the most resilient, and the most precious parts of you? What if we could learn to mend them, not by hiding the damage, but by illuminating it with pure, liquid gold? If this is a wisdom your soul is thirsty for, then I invite you to join me tonight. Find your most comfortable place, a sanctuary where you can feel completely and totally safe. Let your body grow heavy, let your breath grow slow, and let us begin our gentle, sacred work. Let us learn the art of mending. Imagine, if you will, that you are sitting in a very old, very quiet, and very still room. It is a craftsman's workshop. The air smells of old wood, of clay dust, and of the faint, sweet scent of beeswax from a single, slow-burning candle that sits on a low wooden table before you. It is nighttime, and the only other light is the soft, silver light of the moon, filtering through a single paper screen window, casting long, gentle shadows on the wooden floor. This room is a part of you. It is a quiet, forgotten attic of your own heart, a place where things that are broken are kept, waiting for a gentle hand to find them again. You have been sitting here for some time, in the quiet, just breathing, and now you are ready to begin. Before you, on the floor, lies a beautiful but shattered ceramic bowl. Perhaps it was once your favorite bowl. It was simple, humble, and perfectly made. You remember its smooth, cool surface, the pleasant weight of it in your hands. You remember the beautiful things it held: warm, nourishing soup, sweet, fresh fruit, or perhaps just the simple, clear water of a quiet afternoon. It was a vessel of nourishment, a vessel of joy. But one day, it fell. We do not need to dwell on how it fell or why. The story of the fall is a story of pain, and our work tonight is not to relive the pain, but to heal it. All we need to know is that it lies here now, in pieces, a collection of sharp, sad fragments on the dusty floor. This bowl, this is your own beautiful but wounded heart. For a long time, you may have just left it here. It was too painful to look at. You may have even tried to sweep the pieces under a rug, to hide them away, to pretend the bowl was never broken. But tonight, we will be brave. We will be kind. We will not hide the pieces. We will honor them. For each piece is a part of your story. Each piece is a part of you. Our first task is the gentlest And perhaps the most important of all, we must gather the fragments. Let us begin with the largest piece. In the soft candlelight, you can see it clearly. It is a large curved section of the bowl's side. Kneel down slowly and reach out your hand. As you touch it, you feel its coolness and the sharpness of its broken edge. This is the main part of the hurt, the most obvious wound. As you pick it up, I want you to do so with the utmost reverence, as if you are handling a sacred artifact. Hold it in your palms. Look at its jagged, broken line. This line tells a story. Do not get lost in the story. Just acknowledge it. You can say to it in your mind, I see you. I see the story you hold. I am here with you now. Now, beside you, imagine you have placed a large, soft, and clean piece of dark velvet cloth. This will be our sacred workspace. Gently place this first large fragment onto the center of the cloth. Now, let's look for the other pieces. Over there, in the shadows, is another. It is smaller, but it fits perfectly against the first piece. As you pick this one up, you might feel a different kind of memory associated with it, a different part of the story. Again, just hold it, acknowledge it with kindness, and place it gently on the cloth next to its partner. Continue this slow, mindful process. You are on a treasure hunt for the lost parts of yourself. See that small, sharp shard over there? It looks dangerous. It represents a sharp, painful word that was spoken, a moment of betrayal that cut you deeply. Pick it up with care. Its edges are still sharp. Honor its power to hurt, and then place it gently on the cloth. By gathering it, you are taking away its power to cut you by surprise. And what about that piece with the beautiful, curved rim? It still holds a part of the bowl's original, perfect circle. This is a happy memory that is now tinged with the sadness of the breaking. It is okay to feel both the joy of the memory and the sadness of its ending. Hold this piece and honor both feelings. Then lay it to rest with the others. You must look carefully now for the smallest of fragments, the tiny splinters, the little chips that have scattered into the dark corners of the room. These represent the small, almost invisible hurts. The moments of quiet disappointment, the times you felt unseen, the little ways you betrayed yourself. They are just as important as the large pieces. Sweep them up gently with your hand. Do not leave any part of yourself behind. Every piece is essential. Every piece belongs to the whole. Gather even the dust of the shattering and place it all in a small pile on the velvet cloth. Now, the work of gathering is done. Sit back for a moment and look at what you have done. Before you, on the dark, soft cloth, is a collection of broken fragments. It is a map of your pain. It is a constellation of your wounds. It does not look beautiful yet, but it is complete. You have bravely gathered all the parts of your story. You have brought all the lost pieces of yourself home. And in this simple, profound act of gathering, a strange feeling begins to arise. A feeling not of sadness, but of a quiet, peaceful hollows. For the first time in a long time, everything is here. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is denied. You have created a safe, sacred space to finally begin the beautiful, gentle, and magical art of mending. And so, we sit in the quiet, candle-lit stillness of our inner workshop. Before us, laid out on the soft, dark velvet cloth, are all the gathered fragments of our beautiful, broken bowl. A constellation of our history, a map of our wounds. We have accomplished the first brave act of gathering. We have brought all the lost pieces of ourselves home, and in this act of complete and honest acceptance, a quiet strength begins to stir within us. Before we can even think about mending, before we can dream of the golden lacquer, we must perform the next essential step in this sacred craft. We must clean the edges. A bowl that has been shattered and left in the dust for a long time will have collected dirt and grime along its broken edges. If we were to try and glue these pieces back together as they are, the bond would be weak. The dirt would get trapped in the seams, creating a flawed and fragile union. The healing would be incomplete. To create a strong, beautiful, and lasting mend, the edges must be perfectly clean. In our inner world, this is a profound metaphor. These broken edges represent our wounds, and the dust and grime represent all the old, toxic feelings that have collected around those wounds over time. The dust of resentment, the grime of self-blame, the sharp, bitter grit of unforgiveness. We cannot heal properly if we try to glue our new life over these old, unclean emotions. We must first, with great tenderness and care, wash them away. Let us begin. Imagine, beside your velvet cloth, two small, simple bowls have appeared. One is filled with clean, warm water. The other holds a small, incredibly soft, white cloth, like a piece of an old, well-loved garment. Let's pick up the largest fragment first, the one that represents the main part of the hurt. Hold it gently in your hands. Now, dip a corner of the soft, white cloth into the warm water. It is not hot, not cold. It is a temperature of pure comfort. Squeeze it out so that it is damp, but not dripping. And now, with the utmost gentleness, begin to wipe the broken edge of the fragment. This is not a rough scrubbing. It is a slow, loving, and mindful caress. As you wipe away the physical dust, you are also wiping away the emotional dust. This edge here, it is sharp with the memory of anger. As you gently clean it, you are not reliving the anger. You are simply acknowledging it, and then letting the warm, clean water wash it away. You can say to it in your mind, I see the anger that was here. I honor the reason it existed. And now, I lovingly wash it clean. Feel the anger dissolving, not with force, but with the gentle power of your compassionate attention. Move along the edge. This part here is coated with a sticky, gray grime. This is the grime of shame, the feeling that you were somehow at fault, that you were not good enough. It's a heavy, sticky feeling, but as you pass the damp cloth over it, again and again, with a soft, circular motion, you can feel it beginning to loosen. You are not judging yourself for feeling shame. You are simply cleaning it. You are whispering to this part of yourself. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. There is nothing to be ashamed of. Let me wash this clean for you. Look at the edge now. It is becoming clean. The true, honest color of the ceramic is beginning to show through. A clean break, an honest wound. It is still a wound, but it is no longer contaminated by these old, heavy emotions. Now, let's pick up another piece. The one that represents the sharp, cutting words. Its edge is like a tiny, serrated knife. It is coated with the bitter, dark grit of resentment. Resentment is a poison we drink, hoping the other person will be harmed. It only hurts ourselves. So, let's clean it. Dip your cloth in the warm water again. And as you gently, carefully wipe this sharp edge, you are not forgiving the other person. That is a different and much larger work. You are simply releasing the resentment for your own sake. You are choosing to stop drinking the poison. With each gentle wipe, you are saying, I release the hold this bitterness has on me. I am cleaning this wound not for them, but for me. Continue this slow, mindful process with each and every piece. Some pieces will be easy to clean. Others will have stubborn, caked-on layers that require more time, more patience, and more of your gentle, loving attention. Do not rush. This is not a race. This is a ceremony of purification. As you clean each fragment, you are not trying to erase the memory of what happened. You are not pretending the break did not occur. You are doing something far more powerful. You are separating the clean, honest fact of the wound from the toxic, story-based emotions that have been clinging to it for so long. The break is the fact. The bowl fell. The grime is the story. It was my fault. I am clumsy. I ruin everything. It should not have happened. Tonight, we are gently washing away the story. We are returning to the simple, clean fact of the break. And in this cleanliness, there is a profound peace. An honest wound, a clean break, can be healed. It is the infected, untended wound that festers. Once you have cleaned the edges of every single fragment, even the tiniest of shards, take a moment. Lay them all out on the velvet cloth again. Look at them now. They are still broken, but they are beautifully, honestly, and purely broken. Their edges are clean and sharp, ready to meet their partners. They are no longer carrying the heavy weight of the past. They are ready for the future. They are ready to be transformed. You have done a brave and difficult thing. It is not easy to face our old wounds and to clean them with such care. But you have done it. And now the space is prepared for the true magic to begin. The magic of the golden lacquer. The magic of healing. And so we sit in the deep, reverent quiet of our inner workshop. The work of purification is complete. Before us, on the soft, dark velvet cloth, lie the clean and honest fragments of our story. They are no longer coated in the dust of old resentments or the grime of self-blame. Their edges are pure. They are ready. They are waiting. A profound sense of clean, quiet readiness fills the air. It is the feeling of a slate that has been wiped clean, a field that has been cleared and is now ready for planting. The time has come to create the very substance of our healing, the magic that will not just mend what is broken, but will transform it into something even more beautiful than it was before. It is time to mix the golden lacquer. This is not a quick or a mechanical process. It is a ceremony in itself, an act of deep, focused intention. Imagine now that two more small, humble, and beautiful bowls appear on the low wooden table before you. The first bowl is made of a dark, almost black, unglazed clay. It is rough to the touch. Inside this bowl is a thick, dark, and viscous liquid. It is a natural tree sap, a resin. This is the lacquer. Dip your finger into it. It is incredibly sticky. This is its power. It is the substance that will bind the broken pieces together, creating a bond that is even stronger than the original ceramic. This dark, sticky, and powerful resin represents patience. It is the embodiment of time, of resilience, of the slow, persistent, and often difficult work of holding things together while they heal. It is not glamorous, it is not flashy, but it is the very foundation of all true and lasting healing. It is the courage to stay with the process, to not give up when things are difficult, to simply hold. Now, look at the second bowl. This one is different. It is made of a smooth, white porcelain, and it seems to glow with a soft inner light of its own. Inside this bowl is a small pile of the most incredibly fine, brilliant, and shimmering golden powder. It is pure, 24-karat gold, ground into a dust so fine it looks like captured sunlight. This is not the gold of wealth or of status. This is the gold of intrinsic worth. This pure, shining, and precious powder represents self-love. It is the radical, unconditional acceptance of your own inherent value. It is the understanding that you are worthy of love, of healing, of beauty, not because of what you do, but simply because of who you are. It is the light of your own spirit. These are our two sacred ingredients, patience and self-love. On their own, they are powerful, but when mixed together, they become something truly magical. They become the elixir of Kintsugi. Now, take the porcelain bowl of golden powder, and with a slow, deliberate, and reverent gesture, pour the shimmering gold into the dark, sticky lacquer. Watch as the brilliant powder meets the dark resin. For a moment, it just sits on the surface, a shining island in a dark sea. Now, take a small, thin wooden stick like a tiny artist's brush and begin to stir very, very slowly. This is a meditation, a dance. As you begin to stir, the gold is pulled down into the darkness of the lacquer. At first, it seems to disappear. The mixture just looks dark and muddy. This is a moment of faith in our own healing journey. There are times when we pour our love and our kindness onto our wounds, and for a long time, it seems like nothing is happening. It seems like the darkness is just swallowing the light. But we must continue to stir, slowly, patiently, with a gentle, circular motion. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. A slow, rhythmic, and hypnotic movement. As you continue to stir, you begin to see a change. Tiny, shimmering flecks of gold begin to appear throughout the dark mixture. It is no longer just a muddy black. It is becoming a deep, dark, and mysterious night sky, filled with 1,000 tiny, glittering stars. Keep stirring with each slow, mindful rotation. You are mixing these two profound qualities together. You are infusing your patience with the brilliance of self-love. You are grounding your self-love with the resilient, binding power of patience. You are teaching your healing process how to be both strong and beautiful. The mixture continues to transform. The tiny, separate flecks of gold are now blending completely with the lacquer. The entire substance is beginning to change its nature. It is no longer dark. It is becoming a thick, viscous, and unbelievably beautiful liquid gold. It is the color of molten sunlight, the color of pure, liquid alchemy. It clings to the wooden stick in a thick, golden ribbon. It is ready. Take a moment to just be with this substance you have created. Hold the bowl in your hands. Feel its warmth. Gaze into the deep, liquid, and shimmering gold. This is the very essence of your healing. It is the physical manifestation of a profound spiritual truth, that it is the combination of our patient endurance through hardship and our radical, unconditional love for ourselves that creates the most beautiful and the most powerful healing of all. You have not just mixed a glue, you have created a sacred substance. You have taken two simple but powerful elements and transformed them into something that has the power to turn a wound into a work of art. The fragments are clean. The golden lacquer is mixed. The light from the single candle flickers, and the moonlight from the window casts a soft, silver glow upon your workspace. A deep, quiet, and profound sense of readiness fills the room. You can feel the anticipation. The broken pieces are about to be reunited. The act of mending is about to begin. But it will not be an act of hiding the damage. It will be an act of illuminating it, an act of celebrating it, an act of turning your greatest vulnerabilities into your most beautiful and resilient strengths. And so, The moment has arrived. The quiet, sacred, and transformative heart of our ceremony. Before us, on the soft, dark velvet, lie the clean and honest fragments of our story. Beside them, glowing with a soft, inner light in its simple clay bowl, is the beautiful, liquid gold we have so mindfully prepared. It is a substance born of patience and of self-love. It is the very elixir of our healing. The air in the room is still and full of a quiet, reverent potential. It is time to begin the mending. This is not a process to be rushed. It is the slowest, most deliberate, and most mindful part of our journey tonight. It is a meditation in itself, a practice of pure, focused, and loving attention. Let us begin by choosing two pieces that belong together. Look at the fragments on the cross. Your intuition will guide you. Perhaps you will start with the two largest pieces. Pick them up, one in each hand. Feel their weight, their coolness. And now, bring their clean, broken edges together. Feel how they fit. They are a perfect, unique match, like a lock and a key. This is a profound moment. You are reintroducing two parts of yourself that have been separated by pain for a very long time. Let them rest against each other for a moment. Just hold them together, feeling their familiar, forgotten connection. Now, gently lay them back down, side by side, with their broken edges facing up. Take the small, thin wooden stick, our makeshift artist's brush, and dip its very tip into the thick, shimmering golden lacquer. Get just a small amount. This work requires precision, not excess. And now, with the steadiest and most gentle of hands, I want you to trace a very thin, very precise line of the golden lacquer along the broken edge of one of the fragments. As you do this, you are not just applying a glue, you are consciously, lovingly applying your healing intention to this wound. You are tracing the line of your old pain, but you are not tracing it with more pain. You are tracing it with the pure, liquid gold of your own self-love and patience. You are anointing the wound. You are blessing it. You are acknowledging the history of the break, while simultaneously infusing it with a future of beauty and of strength. Take your time. Let the line be perfect. It is an act of pure, focused devotion to your own healing. Once the edge is coated in a thin, shining ribbon of gold, you are ready. Take the second piece, its matching partner, and with a slow, deliberate, and deeply mindful movement, bring the two clean edges together. Feel them meet. Feel them click into place. They fit perfectly. They remember each other. And now, the most difficult part of all. You must hold them. With both hands, you must hold these two pieces together, perfectly aligned, with a gentle but firm pressure. You cannot let go. Not yet. The lacquer needs time to set. It needs your unwavering presence to create its powerful, unbreakable bond. This, my friend, is a meditation on the very nature of healing. Healing is not a passive event. It requires our active, patient participation. It requires us to hold ourselves together through the discomfort, through the vulnerability of the mending process. We cannot simply apply a balm and walk away, hoping for the best. We must stay. We must hold. We must be present with our own mending. So, let us be present now. As you hold these two pieces together, just breathe. Feel the gentle pressure of your fingertips. Feel the coolness of the ceramic. And feel the profound alchemical magic that is happening in the invisible seam between them. The patience is binding. The self-love is illuminating. A new and stronger union is being forged, not in fire, but in a quiet, loving, and sustained attention. Your arms might begin to feel a little tired. Your mind might begin to wander. That is natural. Just gently bring your focus back to your hands, back to the bowl, back to the single, vital task of holding yourself together with love. This is a profound act of self-discipline and of self-care. After what feels like a long, quiet eternity, you can feel it, a subtle shift. The two pieces are no longer separate. The lacquer has begun to set. They are holding together on their own. Very, very gently, you can release your grip. And with the utmost care, you can place this newly mended, larger piece back down on the soft velvet cloth. Look at it. It is no longer two separate fragments. It is one larger piece. And where the break once was, there is now a beautiful, shimmering line of pure gold. It does not hide the crack. It celebrates it. It honors it. It transforms the wound from a place of weakness into a line of beauty and of strength. It is breathtaking. And now, we continue. We choose the next piece. We find where it belongs. We hold it. We trace its broken edge with the same loving, focused attention, applying the thin ribbon of golden lacquer. And then, we bring it home to the larger piece we have just created. And again, we hold. This is the rhythm of our work tonight. A slow, patient, and deeply meditative dance of mending. Choose a piece. Trace the wound with gold. Bring it home and hold. With each piece you add, the bowl becomes more and more whole. With each golden seam you create, the story of your healing becomes more and more visible. The bowl is not returning to what it was. It is becoming something new, something different, something more. Some pieces will be easy. They will fit perfectly, and the bond will be quick. Other pieces, the small, awkward, sharp-edged ones, will be more difficult. They will require more patience, more focus, more of your steady, loving presence to hold them in place. These are the difficult parts of our story, the parts that are harder to integrate, but they are just as important. They, too, deserve the same golden lacquer of our love. They, too, belong to the whole. So we continue, slowly, mindfully, breathing, holding, mending, transforming our brokenness, piece by precious piece, into a new and radiant wholeness. This is the art of Kintsugi. This is the art of a resilient and beautiful soul. And so, the quiet work continues. Here in the soft, sacred light of our inner workshop, we are engaged in the most profound alchemy. We are not just gluing pieces of a broken bowl. We are patiently, lovingly, and mindfully reassembling the scattered fragments of our own beautiful and wounded heart. The rhythm is slow, meditative, and deeply healing. Choose a piece. Trace the wound with liquid gold. Bring it home to the whole, and hold it with a firm but gentle presence until it is ready to hold itself. Piece by precious piece, the bowl is becoming whole again. It is a slow, magical process. You can see its familiar, curved shape beginning to re-emerge from the collection of fragments. But it is not the same bowl. It is forever changed. It is now a beautiful and intricate mosaic of its own history. Its lines of trauma transformed into rivers of shimmering golden light. With each piece you add, you feel a growing sense of wholeness within yourself, a sense of peace, a sense of quiet, resilient pride. Now, we come to a part of the work that requires even more patience, even more tenderness. We have mended the large, obvious breaks, but what of the smallest pieces, the tiny chips, the sharp, jagged splinters that shattered away during the fall? Look closely at the velvet cloth. There, in a small, separate pile, are the tiny fragments you gathered earlier. And there, too, is the fine, gray dust from the very heart of the shattering. In our own lives, these represent the small, sharp, and often unacknowledged hurts, the moments of quiet shame, the splinters of self-doubt, the painful memories that are so small and so sharp that we often try to just sweep them away, pretending they don't exist. But a wise mender knows that true wholeness means leaving nothing behind. Every piece, no matter how small, belongs to the story. Let us turn our attention to these smallest of pieces. They are too small to hold, too delicate to trace with our brush. For these, we need a different technique. Take your bowl, which is now mostly whole, but still has small, gaping holes where these tiny pieces belong. And take your small bowl of golden lacquer. Now, we will not be applying the lacquer to the edges of the tiny fragments. Instead, we are going to use the golden lacquer itself as both the glue and the missing substance. Dip the very tip of your thin wooden stick into the liquid gold. And with the utmost care, pick up a single tiny chip of the original bowl. It clings to the sticky lacquer. Now, bring it over to the small hole where it belongs. You may need to look closely to turn the bowl in the soft candlelight to find its perfect home. And then, gently press it into place. The golden lacquer that surrounds it will ooze out slightly, filling any tiny gaps, creating a perfect, shimmering seal. Hold it there for a moment with the tip of your stick until it sets. You have just honored a tiny, forgotten piece of your own pain. You have said to it, you too belong. You too are worthy of being healed with gold. Now, what of the dust? The pieces that are too small to even be called fragments? The very essence of the shattering? We will honor this too. Take a tiny bit of the golden lacquer on your stick and touch it to the pile of ceramic dust. A small amount of the dust will cling to it. And now, find a small remaining crack or a tiny pitted hole in one of the golden seams. And gently, lovingly, press this mixture of dust and gold into the gap. You are literally taking the very substance of the shattering and you are transforming it into a part of the golden, beautiful mend. This is a profound act. It is to say that nothing is wasted, not even the dust of our deepest pain. When held with enough love, with enough patience, even the most painful and fragmented parts of our experience can become a part of our beauty, a part of our strength. Continue this slow, meticulous work, finding a home for every last chip, filling every last tiny gap with the mixture of your history and your self-love. This part of the process takes the longest. It is a meditation on the importance of details. It is a testament to your commitment to your own complete and total healing. You are not just looking for a quick fix. You are not just trying to make the bowl functional again. You are creating a masterpiece of resilience, and every masterpiece is defined by its attention to the smallest of details. As you work, your breathing is slow and steady. Your focus is complete. The outside world has completely faded away. There is only you, the bowl, and the golden lacquer. There is only this one, sacred and deeply healing task. And then, after a long, quiet, and meditative time, you realize it is done. Every piece has been returned to its home. Every crack has been filled. The bowl is whole once more. Gently, with both hands, lift it from the velvet cloth. It is heavier now, more substantial. Hold it in your palms. Look at it. It is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. It is a testament to a life lived, a heart broken, and a spirit that had the courage, the patience, and the love to mend itself, not by hiding its scars, but by turning them into a radiant work of art. The golden lines crisscross the surface of the bowl like a magnificent, shimmering map. A map of your own resilience. A map of your own journey back to wholeness. The light from the single candle catches the gold, and it seems to breathe with a soft, warm, and living light of its own. The bowl is mended, but the lacquer is still soft. It is still vulnerable. The final stage of our work is not one of action, but of deep, patient, and unwavering rest. The bowl must now be set aside in a quiet, safe, and undisturbed place to cure, to allow the mending to become strong, to allow the healing to become a permanent part of its being. And this, my friend, is the final and most important lesson of all. And so, The great work of mending is complete. Here, in the soft, flickering candlelight of your inner workshop, you hold in your hands the beautiful and profound evidence of your own healing. The bowl is whole once more. It is not the perfect, unblemished bowl it once was. It is something far more rare, far more beautiful, and infinitely more precious. It is a testament to a life lived, a heart broken, and a spirit that had the courage, the patience, and the boundless self-love to mend itself, not by hiding its scars, but by illuminating them, by turning them into a radiant work of art. Feel the new weight of it in your hands. It is heavier now, more substantial, as if the gold itself has added a new gravitas, a new depth to its being. Turn it slowly, watching how the intricate network of golden lines catches the soft candlelight. It seems to breathe with a soft, warm, and living light of its own. These are not lines of weakness anymore. These are lines of immense, resilient, and beautiful strength. You have created a masterpiece of your own resilience. But the journey is not quite over. The lacquer, this sacred mixture of your patience and your self-love, is still soft. The bonds are still new. The healing is still vulnerable. If you were to try and use the bowl now, if you were to fill it with water or subject it to the stresses of the world, the mend would surely fail. The pieces would fall apart again. The final, and perhaps the most crucial, stage of the art of Kintsugi is not one of action, but one of deep, patient, and unwavering rest. The newly mended piece must be set aside in a quiet, safe, and completely undisturbed place. It must be left to cure, to allow the lacquer to harden slowly, naturally, and completely, until the golden seams become the strongest parts of the entire vessel. This, my friend, is the final and most important lesson for our own healing. After the work of therapy, of forgiveness, of self-discovery, after we have bravely pieced ourselves back together, we cannot immediately rush back out into the chaotic world and expect our new wholeness to hold. We need a period of quiet integration, a time of deep, profound, and undisturbed rest, a time to allow our healing to truly set, to become a permanent and unshakable part of who we are. So now, let us find the perfect place for our beautiful bowl to rest and to cure. In a quiet corner of your inner workshop, imagine there is a special shelf. It is covered with a soft, clean, silk cloth. This is a place of honor, a place of safety. With the utmost care, carry your newly mended bowl over to this shelf, and with a final, gentle, and reverent gesture, place it down. Now, your only task is to watch over it, to hold a quiet vigil. This is not an anxious watching. It is not a worried watching. It is a peaceful, loving, and protective presence. You are simply creating a safe, sacred space for your own healing, to become complete. Imagine yourself sitting on a soft cushion on the floor, near the shelf. The single candle on the table casts its gentle, flickering light on the bowl. You can see the gold glimmering softly in the darkness. As you sit here in this deep, quiet stillness, I want you to feel this same process of curing happening within your own being. The new connections you have forged within yourself, the old wounds you have sealed with the gold of your self-love, are now hardening. They are becoming strong. They are integrating into your very soul. Your only job is to provide the right conditions. And the conditions are simple: stillness, quiet, and a gentle, non-judgmental presence. Your breath is slow and deep and quiet. With each breath you take, you are breathing in this deep, profound sense of peace. And with each breath you let go, you are releasing any last, lingering temptation to rush the process, to be better, faster. You are surrendering to the slow, organic, and perfect timing of your own healing. The silence in the room is deep and profound. It is a healing silence. It is the silence that allows the magic to happen. It is the silence that allows the liquid gold to transform into an unbreakable bond. Feel your body becoming heavier, more and more relaxed. You are not holding any tension. You are simply being. You are a quiet, loving guardian for your own beautiful, mending heart. The flickering candle flame is reflected in the golden seams of the bowl. It is a dance of light and of healing. Watch it. Let its gentle, hypnotic movement be your only focus. The flame is steady. It is calm. It is a perfect mirror of your own inner state right now. You are not the broken pieces anymore. You are not even the act of mending. You are now the whole bowl, resting in the quiet, healing darkness, becoming stronger with every passing moment. You are the beautiful, resilient, and unique work of art. Your history not erased, but honored in shimmering gold. There is nothing left to do, nothing at all. The work has been done. The bowl is safe, and you are safe. Your only task now is to rest, to allow this deep, profound, and healing stillness to carry you into an equally deep, profound, and healing sleep. You have earned this rest. Your brave and beautiful heart has earned this rest. Let the quiet, flickering candle light be your gentle guide. Let the deep, sacred silence be your lullaby. And let the image of your beautiful, golden mended bowl be the last peaceful image you hold in your mind as you drift and dream. And so we keep our quiet vigil. We sit in the soft, warm, and silent darkness of our inner workshop, a gentle guardian for our own healing heart. Our gaze is soft, resting upon the beautiful, newly mended bowl as it rests in its place of honor. The liquid gold that we so lovingly applied is now slowly, silently, and miraculously curing. It is transforming from a soft, vulnerable substance into a bond of incredible, resilient strength. With every passing moment, with every slow, gentle breath we take, the healing becomes deeper, more permanent, more a part of the very fabric of the bowl's being. And as you watch this quiet, magical process, you realize that the bowl is you, and you are the bowl. This same profound, silent alchemy is happening within your own soul. The new connections you have forged, the old wounds you have finally, lovingly tended to, the compassion you have poured into your own broken places, all of it is now settling, integrating, becoming a new and unshakable part of who you are. There is a profound peace in this realization. The frantic need to do something about your brokenness has vanished. The struggle is over. The work has been done. All that is left is this quiet, patient, and deeply loving state of allowing the healing to complete itself in its own perfect time. Let your awareness now gently shift from the bowl and back into your own body. Feel the deep, profound state of rest your body is in. It is heavier than it has been in a very long time. It is a pleasant, grounding weight, the weight of a body that has finally been given permission to do nothing at all. Feel it sinking gently into the surface beneath you, completely and totally supported. Let your breath be your anchor. It is so slow now, so quiet, you can barely feel it. A gentle, effortless rise on the inhale, and a long, slow, complete release on the exhale. It is the softest, most gentle rhythm in the universe. It is the rhythm of deep, profound, and healing rest. Now, I want you to imagine that the beautiful, warm, golden light from the seams of your mended bowl is beginning to fill the entire room. It is not a bright light. It is a soft, gentle, and deeply comforting golden glow. It is the light of your own resilience, the light of your own healed and integrated strength. Imagine this warm, golden light touching your feet and feel them relax completely. Feel this golden light flowing up into your legs, dissolving any last remnants of tension, making them feel heavy, warm, and deeply peaceful. The golden light now fills your torso, a warm, healing balm for your very core. Feel it in your belly, in your chest, your heart, which has done such brave work tonight, is now basking in this gentle, golden light, feeling safe, feeling whole, feeling at peace. The warmth flows down your arms to the very tips of your fingers. Your hands, which have done the sacred work of mending, can now rest. They are open, they are soft, they are at peace. And now, the golden light flows up into your neck, your jaw, your face. It smooths the lines on your forehead. It softens the tiny muscles around your eyes. It brings a gentle, contented smile to your lips. Your entire body is now bathed in and filled with this soft, warm, and healing golden light. You are not the broken pieces anymore. You are not the jagged edges. You are not even the pain of the story. You are the whole, beautiful, and and resilient bowl, shining with the quiet, dignified beauty of your own journey. Your scars are not something to be hidden. They are the most beautiful part of you. They are the testament to your ability to heal, to endure, and to become even more beautiful than you were before. You are a work of Kintsugi, a masterpiece of a life fully lived. And now, my dear friend, there is nothing left to hold on to. There is nothing left to do. There is only the gentle, quiet, and inevitable drift into the deep, healing waters of sleep. Let the image of your beautiful, golden mended bowl be the last, peaceful image you hold in your mind. Let the feeling of this warm, golden light be the last sensation you are aware of. And let the deep, profound, and sacred silence of this room be the final sound that carries you away. The journey is complete. The work is done. Your healing is unfolding even as you sleep. Trust in it. Surrender to it. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Let your dreams be filled with a soft, golden light. Rest in the beautiful, unshakable wholeness that you have reclaimed for yourself. Sleep.